Good day. This 46th day, meaningful moments, 365 days. These past few days, we've been preparing to move. And there's a familiar feeling that comes to mind, and that is clearing out. And the meaningful moment came for me yesterday as I was going into the second bathroom that we have and looking to take everything out of the cabinet, clean up that bathroom, and then close that bathroom off as we start going from room to room and getting ready to do our move. And it's sort of a systematic process in a way, but what's transpired over the last few years has been very different in terms of both of what my husband and I are experiencing. For any of you who have moved, you might have come across that moment where you're clearing out, getting rid of some things that you don't use anymore, or maybe you're wondering why you have these things. Even if you haven't been doing a lot of moving or moved a lot, there's still that spring cleaning that happens, or whenever you go into a place where you live and you start, taking care of maybe a cabinet or a closet that's been too full. And it's really a moment where you have that release, and there's an energy that's really contained in all of that. For my husband, he had some older items and pieces with him, and they were traveling with him for over the years. And some of those items had come to a point where, energetically, they didn't, they felt heavier. They didn't serve him anymore. And I had talked to him about that for a couple years before that. And I've gone through that process myself too. Because it isn't until we're really ready to let go of something. It's still somehow carrying with us and serving us in some way until we actually have this moment within ourselves that we're ready to let go. And usually that comes with, I think of the analogy of like carrying a heavy bag, and you're lugging it along, and then all of a sudden you're like, it's just too damn heavy. And you go to set it down, and it's like, thank goodness. And that's what it's kind of like with clearing out. Because I've done so much moving in my life, for me, the attachment of material things isn't so strong. It's easier for me to release things. That's been one of the blessings of moving around a lot. And it's always really a moment in moving that I actually do like. That moment of, clearing something out and getting it all clean. And I think about the next person coming into the space and it being open to them, and what that'll feel like to have that energy all open, intentionally placing that clearing there so it opens the way for them. And I think that all of us are doing that in some way. Maybe, within our field of energy, we have places, things, memories, experiences that have happened, and it's kind of like, they're stacked up inside there, or kind of maybe even blocked up inside there. And at some moment, we're ready to clear it out. And certainly collectively right now, we've all been experiencing sort of a clearing out with the pandemic and things like that. So in this wintry day in February, whatever it is that you're clearing out, be it something on the physical level, the emotional level, the mental level, whatever it is, may you feel that connection to what will serve you, and may you be able to have the courage to let go. Love will always be there in spirit. And if you tap into that connection, it will carry you on to the next thing, into the unknowns. Peace be with you today.